Morning, everybody. This is Dr. Zack with Blue Ridge Chiropractic. Today is going to be episode 1 of our questions that we're responding to. I want to thank Michelle for her question about, she had a question about which would be the right pillow for her neck pain. So we're going to do kind of a series of these. Anybody if they want their question answered, go ahead and leave a comment below. And subscribe to the channel, and you'll see if your question's answered next. I think the next one we're going to have, if we don't get another question right away, is going to be about car accidents and what to do as a patient, and what to look for as a patient when you do get in an auto accident, or if you know somebody who's in an auto accident, what they can do to help speed the recovery process along a little faster. With the wet weather we're having, I think that's appropriate, so we'll go ahead and do that, unless we get some other comments or questions. So in the last article I wrote an article about mattresses, and then I wrote this article about pillows. So you can go on the Vackville Blue Ridge Chiropractic.com website and go into the blog, and you can read those articles. I'm basically going to kind of give a summary of those and give a little bit extra facts and tidbits outside of the article in this video as well. So we'll just go ahead and get right to it. Overall, pillows are important from a chiropractic standpoint, because I have patients that'll have poor pillows, and I keep looking over here. Sorry, a little aside. I keep looking over here because Sierra's over here. She's holding up the paper for me, making sure I don't look down. And she said she didn't want to be in the video, be seen or heard. So she just wants to hold up the sign. So we'll go ahead and do that for her. So that's where I keep looking. Again, it's important. I have patients that literally have pillows that are so bad that they'll make their neck pain worse. So I can do quite a lot for a patient as a chiropractor. But if they go home and they're laying on a poor mattress and they're laying on a poor pillow, it's going to undo a lot of what we're doing in the office. And they can still get some benefit by coming in here. It just won't be as much if those things are corrected at home. Over time, wear and tear from sleeping on a pillow that doesn't support you can lead to anything from muscle stiffness, nerve pain, and even issues with the spinal disc if done over a long enough period of time. We spend about a third of our lives sleeping, so anywhere from 6 to 8 hours a night, which over the course of 10 years can add up to around 3 years of sleeping. So 25 to 33% of your day is spent sleeping. So it would make sense that around 30% of your year is spent sleeping even. So it's important to have a good pillow. A pillow is going to last you about 18 months, maybe even as long as 2 years. A good test is to fold your pillow in half, and if you put a book on top of it and it springs back, it's fine. If it doesn't spring back, then you're in need of a new one. So basically, getting into the core of the question, which is the right pillow for your neck pain? And really, a lot of it depends on how you sleep. Side sleepers are going to need more firm of support. So I side sleep. I also put a pillow right here to kind of cradle a little bit and take some pressure off my shoulders. So myself and the majority of side sleepers are going to benefit from a firm or an extra firm pillow. You want one that's about 4 inches off of the mattress. And it's best for side sleepers to have like memory foam or latex as far as the material goes. It would be best to avoid like a polyester or down pillow, since those tend to flatten a little faster. Back sleepers, you're going to want one that cradles ahead and that supports the natural curve of your neck. Maybe you want someone to take a picture of you from the side and just make sure that you're not going too far back, or you're not being cranked too far forward, because like I said, you're going to be in that position for 6 to 8 hours a night. Same thing for you side sleepers out there. If it cranks your head too much this way, or it's not enough support and you end up sleeping like this, your neck's going to be tight from being in that position for too long anyway. Back sleepers, again, you're going to want something that like medium firm. Yeah, medium to medium firm models you're going to want, and they're filled with like down alternative memory foam or latex foam. Back sleepers do suffer a little bit more from snoring, so you want to pay attention to that. If you are a back sleeper and you don't want to go on a CPAP machine and you want to avoid snoring, you can also elevate. Would be just lying flat on the mattress. You can elevate and prop up your whole back with pillows, so that's a possibility too. And so you're going to want something that's a little bit less firm than the side sleeper pillows. And usually right now in stores, if you go, it'll say, this is pillows for back sleeper, this pillows for side sleepers. Stomach sleepers or tummy sleepers, or however you want to say it, I hate to break it to you, but this is this is pretty much the worst position you could be in for your neck and low back. Your low back's not supported when you lay face down, and so your low back will actually lean forward a little bit, and people who come into the office who are stomach sleepers will have quite often will have low back issues. Also, you have to turn your head to the side the whole night to prevent suffocating.
Maybe important.
Breathing's kind of important. You have to turn your head to the side the whole night, and then that could create muscle tension and neck spasms as well. If you're a combination sleeper, you find yourself going to sleep on the back or on your side multiple nights. It would best to be get a pillow that would benefit both multiple positions lying in bed. So overall for pillow recommendations, I'm gonna leave it in the description down below. I'm gonna leave all my recommendations for pillows. These are all things that I researched. Keep in mind that some of the pillows are priced significantly higher than others. Higher price doesn't always mean a better product, but you should use a pillow for about a week to understand whether or not it's going to work for you. You can try out, if it's practical for you to try one out in a store for about 10 minutes, that's a pretty good indicator. If that's not, one of the recommendations is from Walmart.com. Obviously that's not practical for you to try one out for 10 minutes. I would keep it in the wrapping, try it out there before you send it back. Make sure you check all these return policies, make sure everything's kosher in that department as well. If you're sensitive to goose down or bird feathers or anything like that, pay attention to that if you're ordering one of these. Some of these are goose pillows. And also check the labels to make sure you're willing to wash and care for those pillows, how they're recommended. So some of them you're able to throw in the wash machine, some you're able not to. Just be mindful of that when you're buying. I couldn't really find any stores in the Vacaville area that'll carry all these things. But like I said, a lot of these things are online. I'll leave them all in the description. The one pillow I would recommend for combination sleepers, I did have a couple patients email me back and say that's actually a really good one, and they love it. It's about $100, but like I said, if you're sleeping for 2 years on it, it's worth it. Hope everybody had a good New Year's. Hope everybody survived the wet and rainy weekend really well. Hopefully nothing too bad came from that. We will see you soon. We're going to shoot for putting out another video next week. Thank you very much, and have a great morning.